While you're at Mandarin's palace, I need you to bring back the latest Ultimo schematics. No one's sure. Tome of Asarius is an ancient mystical text that explains alternate dimensions. It deals primarily with Mephisto's realm, the Halls of Fear, and the Shadow Realm. All we know is that they've taken the Super Soldier Serum, the Mutant Amplifier, and the Tome of Asarius. That's the question everyone's trying to answer. So far, we don't even have a guess. And that's why you're going to talk to Mandarin. According to Namorita, the sonic emitters are completely destroyed and the Atlanteans have begun cleanup of their city. No, quite the opposite. They're grateful. They understand you had to battle them to save their city from Atuma. Certainly. Wolverine? Fury? Certainly.
While in Atlantis, Mandarin mentioned he was traveling to the Valley of Spirits. That will be the location of your next mission. Simply locate Mandarin and ask him what the Masters of Evil are planning. He is a genius who has developed 10 rings of power from alien technology. His palace in the Valley of Spirits is protected by a gigantic robot known as Ultimo. Very. But Iron Man could fill you in on the specifics. He and Mandarin have been arch-enemies for years. It is a valley in mainland China, where Mandarin discovered the wreckage of an ancient starship. The Aksankar, dragon-like creatures from the planet Maklu 4. Their technology is still centuries ahead of us. He reassembled it in a deserted castle in the Valley of Spirits, and while working with this advanced machinery, he also discovered the Maklu and power rings. They were intended to serve as energy sources for the warp drive engines of the alien starship, but Mandarin converted them to his own twisted needs. You are most welcome.
Nice going, moron. You gave me the wrong password. Sorry? Look, that password you gave me for the SHIELD files was wrong. I tripped security as soon as I logged on. But I managed to get your data. You are gonna love this. The Imperium, it's a SHIELD think tank. You know, one of those places where they get geniuses together? No. But I can find out by hacking into the SHIELD priority database. But I need help from one of the few guys who can crack that code. CB Sobolski, or a guy named Baroj. I need you to talk to Hank Pym and find out which of those two guys I can trust.
Greetings. I trust all went well in Atlantis. All this commotion with the SHIELD personnel has me somewhat flustered, I'm afraid. And then there's the matter of the seedy characters lurking about. Yes, I find this Mr. Weasel to be quite unnerving. You never know where he's going to pop up next. Not to worry. The SHIELD personnel will not find out about him from me. They haven't set foot in this area. I think Colonel Fury and his people prefer to stay near their equipment. You have my solemn word on it. It was my pleasure.
Hey, what up? Oh, that's where data for all the super secret projects is kept. I've never hacked it before, but I've always wanted to. Oh, yeah. The SHIELD priority database is it's like one of the holy grails of hacking. They are the creme de la creme of computer geeks. CB and Baroj are the only two guys who've made their way into SHIELD files. Well, and live to tell about it. I'd like to think there's honor amongst thieves, but Either one of those guys could turn me in, just for the fun of it. It's not like I got something better to do.
I am glad we were able to help the Atlanteans. While Namor is somewhat headstrong, he is a good ruler. My father, T'Chaka, was the king before me, but he was killed protecting our country's vibranium from Ulysses' claw. No, it was not that easy. First, I had to battle 6 of Wakanda's greatest warriors, and then I had to locate a very rare heart-shaped herb. After that, I was named ruler of Wakanda and the Black Panther. It is a very rare metal that absorbs any type of vibration, from sound waves to the explosion of a bomb. Indeed, it is woven into the fabric of my suit, and was used in the manufacture of Captain America's shield. Many have tried. All of them have failed at the hands of the Black Panther. Although Mandarin did come close once. Actually, his scheme was far more diabolical. He wanted to convert the vibranium into an element that would melt all metal on Earth. Luckily, he failed. You are quite welcome.
Hi, what's new? Yes. Bullseye attacked me to prove that he should be the Kingpin's #1 assassin. In the end, he killed me with my own sai. Several people tried to resurrect me. Eventually, someone succeeded. But it was Daredevil who really saved me. He gave me back my soul. Come back anytime.
I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing Mandarin again. It's gonna be like old times. Oh yeah, me and Mandarin go way back. I've been locked up in his palace so many times I've thought about having my mail forwarded there. A genius, psychotic, delusional, and out to kill me with a vengeance. It all started when I was kidnapped back in my youth. My heart was damaged, and my kidnapper refused to get me medical treatment until I created weapons for him. No. Another scientist and I designed armor that would keep my heart beating as well as help us get away. The armor worked, but my friend died during the escape. Yes. For the longest time, I wore a chest plate that acted as a pacemaker. No, my condition was corrected, and now my heart is fine. Anytime, my friend.
Hi, can I take you somewhere?
all you have to do is track down Mandarin and see what he knows about the Masters of Evil.
Next time, I want to fight somebody.
By the power of Asgard!
Best at what I do. This all you got? My health's almost gone. I'm out.
Yes.
This one's down.
Fools! How dare you enter the Valley of Spirits uninvited? You shall pay for this mistake with your lives! What are you talking about? I have no time for your senseless prattle. Ultimo will deal with you.
You should have surrendered.
All right.
You wish. Aye.
Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't smell like
The sun have vanquished this fiend! Run slow.
Sorry about that. Okay, who's next? Want some? Bub, you're a mess. Is this all you got? Is this all you got? Kinda low on power. Kinda low on power. My health is low. Stay down. Oh yeah, best of what I do.
I would never have thought it possible that an enemy could venture so far into Mandarin's palace. You survived Ultimo and Dragon Man. That is most impressive. I too have my share of surprises, for I am the Grey Gargoyle, and with but a touch, I can turn you to stone. What you want is of no importance, my friend. You have gone too far, and now you must pay the penalty with your life.
Help me take this jerk down.
If you say so.
Got it. Got it.
Use some help.
This is all you got.
If you say so.
Yeah.
Aim.
Got want some?
Power of Asgard! I would never have thought it possible that an enemy could venture so far into Mandarin's palace. You survived Ultimo and Dragon Man. That is most impressive. I too have my share of surprises, for I am the Grey Gargoyle, and with but a touch, I can turn you to stone. What you want is of no importance, my friend. You have gone too far, and now you must pay the penalty with your life.
Aim.
Anybody else want some? You didn't want a piece of me.
How about some help here?
I'm already on your feet.
Aye.
All right.
Yeah. It's almost gone.
So, still you persist in this foolish quest of attacking me in my palace? Very well then. I will unleash my latest creation, the Ultimo Mark II! Correct. Its enriched titanium casing is laced with vibranium, and the servo motors are 300% stronger than the previous model. So you see, it will be quite impossible for you to destroy this robot.
Ain't making.
It is most fortuitous that you chose to arrive when you did. Mandarin's minions were becoming quite bothersome. A precious magical item known as the Orb of Agamotto was stolen from me. I managed to track it to this location. I do not know how Mandarin intends to use it, but I must retrieve the orb immediately. Splendid. Let's team up and see what we can find, shall we?
Anybody else want some? Like you lose. You lose. See you around, sucker. Give me some help.
Very well done, my friends. We've located the orb. In return for aiding me, I will now make myself available to join your team, should you require my talents.
Mind if I do my dance?
This all you Oh yeah, I'm the best at what I do.
You may have defeated those incompetent louts throughout my palace, but now you will face the power of the Mandarin! You shall soon learn the foolishness of such bravado. My rings of power will annihilate you. Not at all. I merely have a new experiment I'd like to test in a real-world situation. Allow me to introduce my latest creations. I think they'll be quite attracted to you.
Bub, you're a mess.
Kingdom's band of miscreants weeks ago after I attempted to become their leader. Most likely it was that pompous Loki. He has the ability to shape-shift. Obviously to keep you busy while they enacted the next step of their plot.
Team, once you're finished with Mandarin, return to base immediately. The Masters of Evil have kidnapped 2 X-Men, Nightcrawler and Jean Grey.
By the power of Asgard!